morning. Today I want to explain about subject sociolinguistics and with lecturer Mrs. Dewi Sartipa MPD. Okay, the first explains is about introduction of sociolinguistics. Sociolinguistics is the study of the relationship between language and society. According to sociolinguistics, they are interested in how we speak differently in varying social contexts, and how we may also use specific function of language to convey social meaning for our identity. In sociolinguistics, a variety, also known as lack or unisolate, is a specific form of a language or language culture. This may include language, dialect, register, style, or other form of language, as well as a standard variety. Varieties of language develop for a number of reasons. Difference can come about for geographical reasons. People who live in different geographic areas often develop distinct dialects. Variation of standard English, those who belong to a specific group, often academic or professional, tend to adopt jargon that is known to and understood by only members of that select group. Even individuals develop idiolects, their own specific ways of speaking. One kind of varieties is dialect. Dialect is a regional or social variety of a language distinguished by pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary. Another variety is register. Register is defined as the way a speaker uses language differently in different circumstances. Think about the words you choose, your tone of voice, even your body language. Difference among individual language varieties might result from several factors such as age, size, state of health, diction, voice, color, and etc. It also forms that our close associates ideally can be simply recognized by hearing their way of talking in everyday interaction. For example, the speech style of the former President Gus Dur, who is known as his outspokenly style. Itu aja kok repot. Why bother with such trivial things? And then multilingualism can be defined as the ability of society, institution, group, and individual to engage on a regular basis with more than one language is their day-to-day lives. European Commission 2007, page 6. Okay, next explain about pidgin. A pidgin is a mixed language that emerges as a new medium of communication among speakers with distinct first language. A crow is a native mixed language. A pidgin language is grammatically simplified by communication method. It usually develops when two or more groups have developed a system of communication when a common language doesn't exist. It is common when communities come together for trade and they are not considered complete language. And about a crow is a language that comes from a simplified version of another language, or a mix of two or more languages. In Haiti, people speak a Creole that's mostly based on French. In sociolinguistics, a code is a natural term used to describe a language or variation of a language. A code can be used to describe a national language like English or a variation of that language, like different dialects or language used in occupational settings. Speech communities are groups that share value and attitude about language use, varieties and practice. These communities develop through prolonged interaction among those who operate within the share and recognize belief and value system regarding form and style of communication. And now I want to explain about national language. National language is a language with a political, cultural, and social unit connected with it. An official language is a language used by the government of a country. National language is often used to unite the people. Example of this include Japanese is Japan, French in France, and even English in Great Britain. Each country has a complex history behind a selection of national language. The process of developing a national language involves four steps, which are selection, codification, elaboration, and acceptance. Language maintenance denotes the continuing use of a language in the face of competition from a regional and social more powerful language. Language shift is the opposite of this. It denotes the replacement of one language by another as a primary means of communication within a community. Culture and language are strongly interconnected. The relationship between them is the battle, and several questions pop up in your mind when you try to understand how the language and culture are linked. What is a culture? Culture is defined as a blend of thought patterns and characteristics of a group of people. What is language? Language is the medium of communication using which we express our thoughts and ideas and interact with the others. Language and culture are interlinked, and you can learn one of these without having a clear understanding of the other. The next, anthropologists, ethnographers, and other social scientists may engage in something called ethnography. Ethnography, simple state, is the study of people in their own environment through the use of methods such as participant observation and face-to-face interviewing. Solidarity, a feeling of unity between people who have the same interests, goals, etc., is called solidarity. Politeness, showing good manner towards others, and as in behavior, speech, etc., is called politeness, or having a showing good manner. Especially courteous, considered tactful, is called politeness. Speech acts function as a means of prosecution. This is related to a person's language or speech containing a purpose or meaning, because a person does not just speak or just talk. Language and gender refer to relationship between the language of male and female. Gender difference is not only a reflection of the speech between male and female, but also a reflection of their different living style and attitudes. In sociolinguistics, code is a natural term used to describe a language or a variation of a language. A code can be used to describe a national language like English, or a variation of that language like different dialects of language used in occupational. Vernacular is the language of a particular group, profession, region, or country, especially as a spoken rather than formally written. Since the rise of sociolinguistics in the 1960s, interest in vernacular form of English speech has developed repeatedly. In sociolinguistic language planning, also known as a language engineering, is a deliberate effort to influence the function, structure or acquisition of language or language varieties within a speech community. Language and community are essential for human interaction, but they also have some disadvantages. Some of these include misunderstanding. Language can be ambiguous, leading to misinterpretation and misunderstanding between people. Okay, thank you for explain about sociolinguistics. I think enough, and thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.